Oh, the Colonel Sanders?
Yeah, I'm willing.
No, wait. Oh, we stopped.
Off the beat.
Cool.
Dad, hurry up, you're late.
Walk in, turn around, walk in.
What's the question?
Have you been?
Juniors, listen up.
Juniors.
Juniors, listen up. Be up there at 3 tomorrow to help clean up. I know where you live, Bryce.
I know where you live too.
I'm starving. I know.
It would be 6:40.
Alright, Jet.
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody's happy.
You guys went on this stuff right here. Okay, listen.
Your King and Queen proms for 1994. King, Jeff Wyckoff. Queen, Leslie Perry. Senior class president Emily Hall and Sean White. Junior class president Becky Schaffner and Ben Weber. Jim Stowe and Sarah Michael. Tyson Webster and Karen Van Noy. Derek Walta and Jennifer Lejeune. Arsene Thompson and Jamie Webster. Jaquise Williams, Becca Wolf, Rob McCormick. Todd Lowe and Kira Gard. Brad Hodges, Sandy Struble, and David Hiles. Butch Thurman and Bryce Boyle. Brandy Zakowski, Jeremy Webster, Jody Genista. Mickey Schaefer, Alyssa Overall, and David Wolf. Wyatt Williams and Dennis Schmidt. Benji Rao, Michael Adams, and Michael Wade. Jason Lee and Richard Maxwell. David Barnes and Angie Niebaum and Travis York. Clay Ginn and Andrea Burcham. Sylvia Lopez and Sarah Powell. Jeff Cadwell and Stacy Holden. Darren McDormand and Leslie Perry. Courtney Akers and Tad Melliker. Kevin Powell and Gara Oaks. Josh Ginn and Ivan Renault. Holly Goodman and Robert Bennett. And Coach Thurman.
outside the window and watching. He was getting beat up.
Yes, I know what it was.
Tonight, we are privileged to have Jim Riley from the Jim Riley Outreach Incorporated to speak to us. Mr. Riley played football at Enid High School and Oklahoma University. He also played 6 years at left defensive end for the Miami Dolphins. During that time, he played in Super Bowls 6 and 7 and was a member of the 1972 World Champions with the only undefeated perfect season of 17 wins and 0 losses. He has worked as a special consultant for Oklahoma University, Oklahoma State University, Missouri Southern State College, and Sensor Oil and Gas Company. Please join me in welcoming Jim Riley, founder and director of Jim Riley Outreach Incorporated.
I'm hung up. Good evening. Congratulations to all of you seniors. I know I'm tickled to death to be here. As you notice, I did not wear a tie. I'm sorry, but I don't like ties. And if I choose not to wear one, I'm not going to wear one. Because had I dressed up like you guys, all the girls would be over there talking to me. You know, I want to talk about something. Michael told me, my cousin Michael over there told me not to talk too long because you guys wanted to go out and get drunk and raise hell. That's what he told me, wasn't it, Mike? And I noticed as I was sitting here having dinner, some of you have already been out getting drunk, raising hell. That's good, because we're going to talk about some things tonight that's going to bother a few of you, I hope. God, I hope. But you know, a lot of us, me especially, understand that kind of behavior. You know, I got involved with what I thought was quality of life. Back when I was about 21 years old, when I come out of college, and I signed a piece of paper and they gave me a whole bunch of money to play professional football. And I thought I had arrived. I thought I was there. I thought, this is it. Nothing's going to stop me now. And I really, really thought I was doing the right thing. Now, at that time in my life, I thought I had all the answers. My problem was at 21 years old, I didn't even have all the questions down quite yet, but I didn't know that at the time. And it's okay, because a lot of us, a whole bunch of us, what we do is we make mistakes growing up and going through life. The ones of us that don't make mistakes are the ones who die an early death, usually because you're not doing anything if you're not making mistakes. And it's okay to make mistakes. It's if we can learn by them, if we can learn by our mistakes, then we can become very wise. If we keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again, we just become a fool. And I'll tell you, you're looking at probably one of the biggest fools that ever came down the pike. What happened to me was I thought that quality of life was in my palms. What was in my palms was standard of living. I had plenty of everything. I thought I needed to be happy. Now, at 22 years old, I was blessed. God sent me an angel. Now, you know, I believe every single one of us in this room have a guardian angel that looks after us. I happened to marry mine. Now, she didn't come with me tonight because she's not feeling too well, so I had her stay out at Troy and Willows until I finished this, before she's hacking and coughing and all that. But Robin, my wife, and I have been married for almost 26 years, and she's really taken care of me and looked after me. She had to for quite a while. She raised 3 children, me, my son, and my daughter. That's exactly what happened. You know, I thought I had things going my way, you know, and I'd been in 2 Super Bowls and all that stuff, thinking, boy, look at me. Aren't I something? But professional football is a short-lived career, and it can end a lot quicker than it starts. Most of the time, it does end quicker than it started. And for me, In 1972, in a freak accident in practice, my left knee was snapped, all the goodies torn up. They went in and operated on it. I got an infection in my left leg, and my football days were over with. And there I was only 27 years old, thinking, what am I going to do now? You know, I had dreams and I had goals, just like you all had, or have right now. And a lot of you are sitting there thinking, boy, I tell you, some of your dreams and goals are not past tonight. And that's okay. Well, that's just part of it. Some of your dreams and goals are going to college next year, or whatever you want to do, or going into business, or getting a job. And I was the same way, but there I was at 27 years old, starting all over again. And things went well for me. They went well for me for a few years. But then something took over my life, and I had no idea it was taking over my life. And that was the grips of alcoholism. You know, I thought I knew what an alcoholic was. He was some poor old guy that had to have it every waking moment of his life. My mother, bless her heart, did her best to point out what she thought alcoholism was by pointing out bums on the street. Well, those were a few that were alcoholic. But she would usually point out chronic alcoholics. Chronic meaning people that have to have it every waking moment of their lives. And I found out about 9 years ago that only about 3% of all alcoholics in the whole world are like that. The other 97% of us are very functional people till we drink. Me, I just thought I was having a good time. You know, I can stand here, and Michael told me not to talk a long time, but I have to tell you a few things, and then I'm going to end with some positive notes, and then you guys can enjoy the rest of your evening, and I hope you do enjoy it. But me, I thought I had everything under control. Just like a lot of my college athletes that I work with today, both at Oklahoma State and at OU and up at Missouri Southern, bless their little hearts, they come up to me and they say, you know, Jim, I don't do drugs. I said, well, that's good. Well, I drink, but I can handle that. I said, you can? Oh, yeah, I've been handling it for years. I said, well, that was kind of like me. I handled it real well myself until when I was 40 years old, they slapped me in a treatment center, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. From the time I was 28 years old until I was 40 years old, became some of the worst times in my life. It really did. I looked like I had things going my way. I truly thought I had things going my way. But let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. This happened right down in Enid, Oklahoma, back on July 3rd of 1974. I have been out of professional football for a little over a year. I was back in Enid, my hometown, my wife and I's hometown. I had a good job. Things were going well. And what I was going to do, we had a special 4th of July weekend planned. Now, 74 was a neat year because that was the year my daughter was born. Marcy was born on May 31st of that year. My son was 4.5 years old at that time. Now, we had a special 4th of July weekend planned. I was going to take my son, Blake, out to Woodward, Oklahoma to visit my parents. At the same time, Robin was going to take Marcy down to Shawnee to visit her grandmother and spend some time with her. And my little boy thought that sounded like a great idea because he was getting tired of being second fiddle. He had been number one for the first 4.5 years of his life until that little snotty-nosed baby girl showed up. Well, all of a sudden, I made this mistake, though. I told Blake 3 weeks in advance what we were going to do. Well, you tell a 4-year-old 3 weeks in advance, he's going to do something that sounds fun to him, and I promise you he'll wear you out. And he did. Every night that I'd come home from work, here he'd come running up and jumping in my lap. Daddy, how many more days we got? And I'd tell him. And he said, what are we going to do at Mama and Papa's? And I'd go through a whole scenario of activities that we were going to go through over at Woodward. Like I said, there was a rodeo in town. We can go to that. He said, I want to go to that. That's okay. I said, there's a carnival down in the fairgrounds with these rides. You can ride all the rides you want to as long as you want to ride them. Oh, he was pumped up. He wanted to do that. I said, there's there's horse racing. There's going to be fireworks displays, and I'm going to buy you snakes and sparklers and all that stuff. You know, boy, he's excited. I said, you don't have to eat nothing green. You can drink all the Dr. Pepper you can hold. He said, that's it. He said, let's go. We're ready. 3 weeks we had planned this. 3 weeks we had talked about it. In fact, I saw how excited he was about it that I got excited myself. In fact, I enjoyed coming home at night telling him those little stories, and I'd even beef them up even bigger. I'd add things to them. I'd think of something that I thought he might want to do, and I'd say, we're going to do that too. The day came that I was going to work until noon, lock up my office, and then come home and get my son. Well, at 11:30 that morning, Robin, my wife, called me. She said that they were going to leave a little early, that Blake was next door with our neighbor, playing with a little boy, same age as he was, and that Judy, our next door neighbor, was looking after Blake, and his bag was packed, sitting in the entry hall. Would it be okay if they left a little early? I said, no problem. I've got my end covered. 12 o'clock, straight up, just like I'd planned. For 3 weeks, I locked up my office door. Right before I get into my car, one of my old high school buddies, a guy who I'd graduated with, he comes squealing up behind me, jumps out of his car. I hadn't seen him in 3 or 4 years. He was living out in Denver at the time, and he jumps out of the car. Hey, Big Jim, hama hama and all this stuff, you know. He said, let's go have a couple of drinks, talk about old times. I said, no, I can't do that. Told him why I couldn't do that. He said, oh, hey, man, an hour of your time, that's really all I want. Just want to visit with you a little bit. I guess I can do that. Well, that hour turned into a lot longer than that. As I was driving down to the bar to meet my old friend, I'm thinking to myself, this is not really what I want to do. We had been planning this for a long time. Blake's waiting for me. Oh, well, an hour won't make that big a difference. At 9:30 that night, I come stumbling, staggering home drunk. I opened up the front door of my home. There was Blake's little suitcase laying on its side. And there was my son draped across his suitcase, sound asleep. My neighbor Judy sitting in the living room kind of looking at me weird. And when I saw that sight, my heart broke. I picked up my little boy and I took him back and put him in his bed and went back to my wife and I's bedroom, and I made promises that night. I promised I would never hurt my son again. I would never disappoint him again, ever. And then I cried myself to sleep. Why did I do that? Well, there I was, 28 years old. It was 3 days before my 29th birthday, and I was a full-blown alcoholic and didn't even know it. I made promises to my boy the next day. Of course, I lied to him. It's easy to lie to a 4.5-year-old. They'll believe you, especially when you're their daddy. And I told him that would never happen again, ever. And of course, I lied to him. Well, I didn't mean to lie to him, but I did. Because chemical dependency, as some people call it, that's what I call it, had me by the grips. It took me another 11 years and 12 days before I could say no. During those 11 years and 12 days should have been, and on paper were some of the most productive years of my life financially. But I was going downhill as far as quality of life. The only thing I had going for me was standard of living. That was all I had. I hated who and I was a few years later. I used to think of ways, I said, well, I started buying up a lot of life insurance thinking that, well, as soon as I die, then my wife and children will have all this money to start a new life on. I thought about that all the time. That's the way I lived. And I didn't understand really what was wrong with me. until July the 16th of 1985, when my family, some friends, and especially my children had me, and they were begging me through their tears, please, Daddy, get some help. Please, quit drinking. I had done everything through those 11 years, and some of the things I said I'd never do. I got involved in drugs by that time, too. During that time, cocaine, marijuana. Well, I had 2 doctors, and he had given me more amphetamines than I could handle. I couldn't buy that good of drugs on the street. They're going to help me not drink so much. I did cocaine not with people that crawled out from under rocks, not from people who hid behind buildings in downtown Oklahoma City going, got something for you? No, no, no. I did cocaine with 2 federal judges, bank presidents, CEOs of big corporations, doctors, lawyers, a lot of lawyers, school teachers, administrators. See, the disease does not care who you are. It does not care what you know. It doesn't care what you've got. It will grab you by the throat and it'll squeeze the life out of you. And by the grace of God, it didn't kill me, even though I thought I deserved it. Since July 16th of 1985, I have not seen, nothing's happened to me that would cause me to drink or use drugs again. Because I finally, after I was 40 years old, made a commitment to something. I'd made a whole bunch of decisions and a whole bunch of choices, but I had made very few commitments in my life. And I did start making commitments. First commitment was to my family, to my wife, to my children, then to my friends and relatives and other people. You see, ever how long God gives me here on this earth from here on, I hope, and I need to do this because I'm going to be doing it, I'm going to keep earning trust and respect from people. The only free gift I ever got was love, and I got a whole bunch of that. Thank God we didn't have to earn that because I wouldn't have made her. It's the free gift. Trust and respect, you each and every one have to earn. If you want the good things in life, if you want, as people say, freedom from worry, I promise you that going after just the dollar, in other words, just standard of living, if that's all you're going after, I know very, very few friends of mine today, guys in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, that are very happy that went after just that. I feel sorry for some of my friends. I've got friends that make $2-3 million a year in personal income, and they hate Monday mornings. They hate waking up. They hate going to their office. That's sad. Some of them are hooked on drugs. They're hooked on booze. They're hooked on everything. They've lost their families. Everything that meant anything to them is gone. I feel like I'm probably, no, not probably, I am probably one of the most lucky men on earth, because what's really special in my life and what's important in my life, I still have. That's my family. Oh, not all of my family. Some of my family now has gone on. You know, I have my guys, especially the guys I work with, they'll come up and ask me, they'll say, is there anything, you think there's anything, Jim, that would get you to go back to drinking or drugging ever again? I said, well, I haven't discovered it yet. And I've buried my own son over it, so surely, there's nothing else in this world that would make me go that away. And why? The key to my happiness, gang, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, the key to my happiness is not just my relationship with people like my wife and my daughter and my new son-in-law and Michael and his mom and his dad and my mom and dad, all those people I love and care for. The secret to my freedom and my happiness today is my relationship with God. And gang, I didn't have that 9 years ago. I was lost. Totally. Totally. And I thought, like some of my old friends think, life sucks and you die. No, that's not true. That's just not the way it is. I've learned through tragedy in my own life that no matter what happens to us on this earth, no matter what happens to us, there's nothing that's so bad that drinking or drugging over it won't make worse. I want to share a poem with you that a friend of mine gave me about a year after Blake died, and it says it about all for me. It says what I need to remember about myself. And I hope some of you get something out of it, because I do every time I remember it and say it, and I say it quite often. The name of the poem is "And God Said No." Now, I asked God to take away my pride, and God said no. It wasn't for him to take away, it was for me to give up. I asked God to make my handicapped child whole, and God said no. He said her spirit is whole, her body is only temporary. I asked God to give me happiness, and God said no. He said he gives blessings. Happiness is up to me. I asked God to grant me patience. God said no. He said patience is a byproduct of tribulation. It isn't granted, it's earned. I asked God to spare me pain, and God said no. He said that suffering draws you apart from worldly cares and brings you closer to him. I asked God to help my spirit grow, and God said no. He said I must grow on my own, but he had pruned me and make me fruitful. And then I asked God if he loved me, and God said yes. He said he loved me so much that he sent his boy here, and because of what his boy did for me, I'll be in heaven. And I believe that. I'll be in heaven someday with him. And then I asked God to help me love others as much as he loves me. And God said, you finally got the idea. The key for happiness for me today is just that right there. That boy of God's, Jesus is his name, came here and taught us two things better than anything else. He was the master at both, love and forgiveness. And that's what it's all about for me. I didn't believe 9 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years, that you could be as happy as I am today without partying hardy and doing all the stuff. I thought that's where it was. I was wrong. I was deadly wrong. And I hope and I pray that I get to spend the rest of my life working with guys who want out of the same trap I was into. No, I didn't come here to step on your toes tonight. I came here to share a little piece of my life with you. And I hope through doing that somebody in this room besides me got something out of it. You see, I wished I could say I was here for all of you, but I know I'm not. I've spoken in front of groups hundreds and hundreds of times. Smallest group I ever spoke in front of was 14. The largest one was 3,500. You know, it's all the same. It's all the same. And the thing about it was this. because I've sat where you've sat, that besides myself, I truly know this, and I believe it, that one other person in this room tonight got something out of what I had to say. But better than that one other person in this room tonight will go the other way. Not the way I went. I am not a positive role model for you young men. No. Negative. Big time. My life is not something to pattern yourself after. I didn't say you couldn't do some of the same things I did, but not the way I did them. And hopefully, you won't go down through that rough and rocky path that I deal with every day. As a friend of mine once said, that we're put on this earth to not just to make a living, but we're truly put on this earth to make a difference. I want every one of you young people in this room today to know this. You can make a difference. You can be part of the difference makers, not a part of the problem. Good luck. God bless you, and hey, have a great life. Thank you very much.
It's clearly plain to see. We've made memories for a lifetime, and friends will always be. You have been a good example, and be it right or wrong, we all have learned together to stand up and be strong. We've shared it all together, remaining by your side, in celebrating victories, while in defeat we cried. Next year will seem so very strange when we don't see your face. With emptiness and sense of loss, we will try to fill your place. While beginning a new chapter, this thought we want to share. Remember, while you're on your own, it's a wild world out there. We wish you on life's journey success, good luck, and more. And so we dedicate this prom to the class of '94. A reminder to all that prom starts at 8 o'clock. You're dismissed.
Stronger, requested dance song. That's this one right here for country.
What? Who are we looking at? I don't know. There it went. All right. There it goes. Sean. Me and you. Builders. Oh, we're in the back this way. Yeah, you can me. So what do they do if they have two of the same color? One more, Tracy, I'll be ready. Take it light as bright. Bright light, bright light. Get out of the car. Like this.
Welcome to the Caldwell High School after prom party, the Midnight Masquerade 1994. As you enter this evening, we'll be going over, start off, we'll go into the eating room and area. We've got nab drinks and all kinds of food, soft drinks, tables to lounge around, but we're not going to give you much time to lounge around. All right, we're now in the video game area. We've got some pinball machines and electronic kung fu. Over here we have an electronic dart game, and they'll be having a dart tournament throughout the night where the highest scores will be able to win prizes. And hopefully they're safe with the darts. All right, here we have our fortune-telling booth. We have a lady by the name of Mary Kane from Waukomis, Oklahoma, and she's is a fortune teller. And everyone here will have the opportunity to get their fortunes told. Right.
See you guys later.
All right, we're in the prize area now. And every 15 minutes all evening long, we're going to be drawing for prizes between the senior boys and the junior boys and the senior girls and the junior girls. We're going to have a balloon drop, and there's prizes for that. And there's trophies for the ping pong tournament that we'll be showing you in a little bit. At the end of the evening, we'll draw a junior and a senior for a quilt. There's the junior class of 1995 and the senior quilts, the class of 1994. From there, we're got Volkswagen stuffing again. It's a lost art. It's been a good many years since Volkswagen stuffing's been around. You have to be old, fat, and bald-headed before you can remember Volkswagen stuffing. All right, these are some of our grand prizes that we're going to be giving away tonight. There's a television and a VCR that will be going to some lucky seniors. And then there's a CD player and I guess two portable CD players for juniors. And then here is a treasure chest. Throughout the evening, we'll be revealing some clues and stuff. And the kids will have to go on a hunt to try to find the key by unlocking the clues. We're now in the casino area. That's the lucky casino workers, the dirty dealers and the card sharks. We have the Big Six wheel. We have the roulette wheel. We have over and under, 21 blackjack, craps, and just straight poker. The kids will be playing for Blue Jay dollars in here, and all of the money that they win in here, these prizes on this table will be bought with them, from the person with the most money down to there's five prizes. So the top 5 people with their money winnings will be able to buy prizes in here. All right, in here we're going to have a ping pong tournament this year. They'll be playing singles and doubles and challenging each other, and hopefully it's just something to pass the time if they get bored doing something else. But we'll be giving away a trophy for the top ping pong player at the Midnight Masquerade. All right, now we're in my favorite area the whole evening. We have the space ball, and I rode it a while ago, and it's an experience. It spins you every which way, upside down, sideways, around, and we're going to be lucky. One of our sponsors is going to give it a whirl here. And it spins pretty easy because the kid's a lot smaller than I am, and he was spinning the Fat Man pretty good.
Not get our sponsors not feeling good.
Oh, it's great. It's great. I told you it spun you every which way. Oh, it's great. It's great. All right, over here we've got a moonwalk where you can get in and bounce around and try out some of your gymnastic abilities. All right, we have some disc jockeys from Ark City, Dan and Sue McGowan and Gary and Carolyn Bruce of Destiny Productions out of Ark City. And they're going to be providing DJ and entertainment and playing songs, and they have a big screen video up here that will be going on. And then throughout the evening we're going to they are professional line dance instructors, and they're going to be teaching the kids some line dances. And also we're going to have a karaoke contest where kids can pick out, or groups or individuals or however they want to do it, can pick out songs and sing them. And first place we're going to give away $30, second place $20, and third place $10. From there we have our notorious egg toss mat. And we're going to have the egg toss this year, plus this year we're going to add something a little different. We're going to play egg hockey. And as you will see later on in the film, when we get started, it tends to be exciting. Up on the ceiling, you see, we have our balloon drop. And there's about 250 balloons in there, and only 5 of the balloons have prizes in them. And they're some of the nicer prizes that we have. So 5 lucky people there will be drawing the prizes.
No, be sick.
Wyatt will get in.
Okay.
Don't get sick, guys.
You okay, lady?
New drill.
Hey, Mike.
Go, Wyatt.
Was it nice? Make it?
Hey, do that.
All right, Wyatt! No?
I'm going though.
Call, make it call. 5. I haven't won yet. I have to roll a 5, then we win.
You have to go.
5. Sorry.
No, I haven't lost yet though. You roll until you get a 7, right? 7 or 5. No,
What if you never get one, Kurt?
Well, then we're here for a long time. I win if I roll a 5, which is kind of hard to get.
But I wish I would have been on my list.
7, I lose.
You guys can lose your money. Come on, Kurt.
Oh,
I broke on that one. I did that one.
What's the game here?
Start it slowly and make it
All right, everybody, listen up. Another prize.
Now look at this. Look up and down.
Start with the seniors this time.
And your lifeline starts up here, see, and it goes around here like this, so you have a long, long lifeline. It goes to about 85 years old. And then you have this is your marriage line that goes across here like this. Are you in love with somebody right now? Yeah, I don't know whether sure you're going to marry that one or not, but it looks like you're going to get married. What are you, 20? How old are you now? Oh, you're 15. Well, it looks like you might get married when you're about 20 here. So you're going to go to school for a while longer. Then your headline goes on across here. What do you like to do? I have some talent stuff here that you might like to do. Do you like to sing?
Raise it up this time.
Let's go, Joe.
Come on, Jim.
Yeah, go with the 7 or 11. That's what he's always doing.
Come on, Jim.
Take a hit.
$1 bet. What do you think is going to go? Over what's the legal roll, under what's the legal roll?
All right. These numbers, black, red, you put down this row, this row, this row. Oh, sure. Oh, you want to put on one number? No.
What number are you putting on?
23. Or you can put it down here for the whole thing.
Yeah, give them the red.
Right here.
Which do they exclude?
Real men don't need sex.
If the egg breaks or you drop it and break it, you're out. You get to the end, and your egg isn't broken, wait till everybody's to the end. And then we're gonna bring you back to the middle and try to see if you have it.
Start at one end.
Wait, I think we booked it.
Wait. Start at one end here. That's so we can all watch.
Start at that end.
Yeah. Jeremy, you start.
Do it.
Just toss.
Give one the egg.
Be careful.
Okay, each
other step back.
step back.
Yeah. Catch there. There, drop it. Almost underhanded. Go.
Hey, how did we get started right there?
Henry, take a step back. Shut up, Ted. You got arms.
Oh, yeah? Well, here, I'll throw it to you.
See? No problem. Hey! Be careful. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Throw it through the eye.
That's a problem.
Get extra points if you throw it through the eye.
Through the what? Don't even try. Keep it low.
Henry, just go with it when it comes to you.
It's all right. That's pretty. That's so sweet. Be dead up there.
There is our first contestant out. You gotta have skill.
Is that Rainer?
Sid.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, let's take you somewhere.
Sid, move over.
Through the eyes. Right here to this side. Man, it's gonna be hard.
Well, yeah, what about that?
Hey! Keep it low. Get on your knees instead of two.
Is that white good?
Sorry, Benji.
You tell me to get on my knees. Come on, Jerry, you gotta get
back.
Good job, dude.
Make sure you get it to me. Oh, God. Yes, screw it. Just kidding.
You guys do it.
Okay, everybody back, that's still in, back up to there.
One hand thrown in. Still alive.
This time, the egg has to be tossed with your opposite hand. If you're right-handed, it has to be tossed with your left.
You better be good job. I'm left-handed. I can throw it. Yeah, right-handed.
What am I, left-handed?
You can, this time you can catch it with both hands.
Yeah, but sometimes I write with my right.
Hey, Jeremy.
What is music?
Come on, you're holding this up. Come on, nerd.
What? Hey.
Catch, Wyatt. There.
You're gonna catch behind your back.
You're darn weak, bud.
That's right, Mike.
Nice throwing the off train.
Quit. Just kidding. It's double and stuff. Michael, get up! Come on, Jimmy. Good hands, good hands. It's gonna be over. I'll get it over.
Hey, the champions are out.
Oh, put it through the ice, man.
A little harder, Ben.
Kick him out, Chuck. Get him out of there.
Line violation.
It's good effort, though.
Okay, that's good. Back up. One-handed catch.
Doesn't matter which hand we throw in.
You can throw with either hand, but you can only catch with one.
Let's switch. Switch right.
You're a loser, baby.
So why don't you? You want me to do that?
Hey,
I think when he says between your legs.
One hand.
Let's create this at its best.
What?
This is awkward now. Let's go, Sticky, man. Sticky.
No pressure, Tad. No pressure. No pressure.
Smith, watch the side.
Come on, Tad. Catch it.
Look, 5.
It's there. Time is there. An effective for it.
Ooh, Jeremy, I got it wrong.
Huh?
Come on, boy. Just get the drop.
Somebody move. Uh-oh. Williams comes through.
Advantage or disadvantage?
Unfair advantage. You bet. No.
Very good. This time, stay in the second square.
It's double negative.
You've got to catch it between your legs.
I got a bag on.
Ready?
What do you say?
You use 2 hands?
Well, you can use 2 hands as long as you catch
Throw it
it
up and
between
tell me
your
when
legs.
that's right. Scoot back or bring it in, bring it in. Bring it in. Come on, Henry. Get it. Yeah. No pressure, Milliker. No pressure, Milliker. Smacked it.
The champions. Barbara has your certificate. Give us a few seconds to clean up and then the next team.
Go, Dave.
My turn. Come on.
Hey, you got to go. Yes, you did.
Fire.
If I got the
You're taking up 2 squares.
Oh! Oh, Jeff!
I did.
Slick. Go, Dave.
Oh!
Better next year.
Oh, please.
Why can't you do it on me?
Oh, so sad. It's your fault. You didn't ring. Ow! Get up here. Get out of the way.
Easy, trash man.
Coming back at you.
Uh-oh. Listen, it's gonna be going that way, so be ready. I can't. My mentally goes that way.
Left hand. Oh, sorry about that, Harris.
Ben, your dad's watching. Where?
I got right in the way, Monica.
I know. That
Back, retard. Easy Dave. Yes! What's wrong with you? You ready to get video
Second square. Catch it between your legs.
Fingertip.
We need 2 more certificates.
Okay, that's good.
Who is it? Take your mask off now. Back up, boy. Back up.
Back up. It's me.
Oh, okay. All right. The other?
Me.
Okay.
That's me.
Sure. Yeah, leave him on. It's better.
Mastering disguise.
Leave him on.
Inside, there is a cordless telephone. Alright, congratulations. Alright, we're going to start another treasure hunt here in about another 15 minutes or so. You're going to that goal.
Oh, it's closer over there.
You guys are going to that goal. You have to roll, push, or hit the egg with your fly swatter. You cannot touch it with any part of your body.
No, we go this way. You go this way? You'll go that way.
You guys go that way.
Oh,
You get 2 minutes. The team with the most eggs in the basket at the end of 2 minutes. If you get the egg in the basket, come back and there'll be another egg here for you to go with. If you break the egg, you're out of the game. Tom, do you have your time?
Did you tell them that they can steal an egg?
You can steal an egg if you want to steal an egg.
But if it breaks, you're out.
Ready, set, go.
oh, you must.
Jeremy, you can't break the egg, you're out.
Hey, you broke yours.
Come back, get another one.
You broke it. That one is good. Sit, sit.
Come on, Lily. Leslie, you're on the wrong end.
Oh, Henry.
You're out.
Oh, Henry. You're out, Henry. Rebecca, if you get down here and roll the eggs in there.
Hey, you gotta take one at a time, Chad. Oh, you do? Yeah, you take them four out of there.
30 seconds.
Hey, he's disqualified.
30 seconds.
Three down. Nick, take a whole bunch down.
Hey, don't break it.
Fellas, you tried to okay, go.
I'm struggling for you and me.
Oh, take it back. Oh, it's not broken.
Tony, Todd.
Time. Stop. Stop.
I saw that.
Not in anyway.
There's a broken one. There's a broken one. There's a broken one.
You want the link? Let's go cut. They didn't count ourselves. We looked the guy.
Take two at a time.
Hey,
15. This team down here, Barbara has your certificate.
Yeah, each one of those numbers up there 3 times in the game.
So how we play first?
he goes, then you go, then I go, then he goes. There you go, Red. Your turn.
This game goes like and once they get the X with the circle in it, every time they hit that, they get an X.
Get smelly, Daddy.
You gotta hit that clear change button before you start.
Bob Brennan.
Throw that again.
Cheats. Y'all cheaters.
This button?
Yeah.
Brent.
This one's all.
You're the man, Sean.
Test. Check.
There's no tenderness like before in your fingertips. Criticize little things I do. It makes me feel just like crying. 'Cause baby, something beautiful's dying. You lost that love feeling. Whoa, that love feeling. You lost that love feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Baby, baby, I get down on my knees for you. So don't
looking back on the memory of the dance we shared beneath the stars above. For a moment, all the world was right. How could I have known that you'd ever say goodbye? And that I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better than to change. I could have missed the pain, but I had to with you. I held everything forever. Was then I if I'd only known how to keep with heart and who's to say, you know I had changed it all, and that I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better than to change. I could have missed the pain, but I had to miss the pretend. If my life is better than to change, I could have missed the pain, but I had to miss the
So I took a minute
Ready?
I would. Go. Ben, you go, Ben. Yeah, two. Come on, let him on. There's a lot of space back there. You needed to flip him around. Tyson needs to
How many do we have?
69 in the back.
Come on, I'll lay on this.
69 to 62 volts right now.
They don't get rough, they get rough.
Yeah, they have to take
Oh, he's just brave.
How many you got?
Five.
First place in the dart tournament. Girls first place.
I can't do this anymore, Becky.
Kevin Powell.
We did this all the time in grade school, constantly.
He's in there. Kevin, you got a trophy.
Do a poison rose and give them a rose.
Oh, man.
I think it's died.
All right, Wade, Carrie, Michael Wade, Brandy, and Mickey have to stay on the floor for one more song. All right, without a doubt, Carrie, you're the hula hoop champion. Michael, you're runner-up. Brandy and Mickey, you get a certificate. They're supposed to. Let her hurry up.
I'm not getting any younger. Come on, John. Come on, John.
Those others. Fifth is Butch Thurman with $92,100. Fourth, Dennis Smith, $97,500.
Answering machine.
Sean Michael White, $99,500. Jody Jennista, $107,700. Tyson Webster, $165,600.
For the quilt.
The junior quilt. R.C. Thompson.
Yes! Get that quilt.
Come on, RC, go get her.
I'll be cuddling up.
Angie Niebaum. She's not here. She's here. Where's she at? Come on, Angie.
I don't know.
All right.
Congratulations.
This is for a Panasonic portable CD player. Alyssa overall. Andrea Burcham. For a Magnavox VCR. Ivan Renault. And for a Magnavox TV.
Call them out so they know.
Inspector Wolf was who Stacy Holden.
Congratulations.
Bryce, Jeremy, any of you guys that feel real muscular, we need you to help us get the Spaceball out. It would be greatly appreciated, guys. We have to pick it up off of the trailer, move the trailer outside, then pick it back up and set it back on there. Thank you all for coming. You've been great. We appreciate all of you. Be careful going home.